Sean, you know what's going to happen next, right? Just like hot air balloons come up and they must invariably come down.
Right.
We've reached that point of the podcast where you're going to help me answer questions.
Sure.
So, I mean, you're prepared. You're a pilot.
I can do that.
You can do this stuff. So this segment is called We Get Questions. And remember, 2 visitor centers, people ask us stuff, call, text, email, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. First one. This one was on Facebook. And the people asked, and you're going to know this one. We're going wine tasting, but we don't want to get our wine hot in the car while we're visiting. So how do you avoid having your wine get hot in the car while you're visiting wineries? Or do you buy the wine? You know, how do you do that?
Well, drink it, of course.
Okay, fair enough. But they're buying like a case.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are some ways that this is like you're going to Caddis Winery on the Plaza because you went to the tasting pass,
Right.
and then you're going to Gloria Ferrer for some sparkling.
Perfect.
And then you're like, I'm going up Valley to VJB. And, you're going to go up there. But you got wine. You bought wine at 3 bottles at each. What's a good way to keep it from getting too hot?
You either are prepared and have an ice chest.
Okay, good one. So
that's a good one.
Right.
And also there's now insulated bags, so you don't need a big ice chest. In fact,
right.
that's what we prepare our champagne in for our guests. So we put a big, nice bag, a little ice block in it, so it can hold, when you get 2 of them, we can hold up to 12 bottles of champagne.
Correct.
So
yeah, and those insulated bags are like Sonoma Market, Whole Foods, all of them sell those kind of grocery style bags that are insulated.
Right.
And they have zippers.
Right.
So a lot of people just put their wine in there.
Right.
Like drop a little ice thing in there.
Right.
And you put it in your trunk. Don't obviously have it in the front window of your car.
Right.
It'll be fine.
Exactly.
For the day. Some people just you can bring other wine with you into another winery. They understand that there's more than one winery. And as long as you're not drinking it there, you can say, oh, I don't want to leave it in the car.
There may be other wineries, Tim, but let me tell you, there's only one Sonoma Ballooning, all right?
Well done. I'll cut that one out, too. And I'm like, here's your ad, Sean. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, just bring it. Other people, if you're staying at a hotel, drop it at the hotel.
Absolutely.
Midway through. And, the concierge, you can talk to the concierge. They know a lot of these things, and they can help you out. And there's even the Sonoma, oh dear, what's it called? The wine, oh gosh, it's an insulated thing that you can roll, and I forgot the name of it, but you can bring that with you and pack stuff into it. Okay, I got this actual text. Ready?
All right, here we go.
Hi, I went to high school with your wife. We are visiting in October with another couple and want some ideas for where to stay and what to do. Got any ideas? Signed, Suzy Sajoac from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay, we love Wisconsin. Now, I'm not going to tell Suzy that the happy cows live in California. And they actually, sometimes if we land, they come up and they think we're a big bale of hay.
They love you guys. Yeah.
But so obviously go hot air ballooning.
Obviously.
And then, there's wineries. You cannot go wrong in Sonoma.
You can't. So I think hot air ballooning, wineries.
If you're in the far reaches of the most utter, northwestern Sonoma County, you could always go to the Russian River.
You could always go. And the Russian River is great. It's not far from here. And they have redwoods, and you can cool off in the river. What you could probably do is start off your morning at Sonoma Ballooning. You can then head up valley. You can buy some wine, put the wine in the insulated thing that you bought ahead of time. Then you could head to the Russian River for the hot afternoon, enjoy the river, and then you could come back and have dinner like at Salt and Stone in Kenwood.
Absolutely.
Or Glen Ellen Star, aptly named because it's in Glen Ellen, or something like that, right?
Oh, and all around is a beautiful Sonoma Square. And if you were here in Sonoma Square, if you were in summertime.
Well, so many things to do.
The market.
Tuesday night market is fantastic. That's a great market.
We love it.
That's a good one. So Suzy Sajoac, I hope that answers your question. And I will be texting you again with more ideas. But I answered it right now in the podcast. See, good job. All I had to do was call a balloon pilot for the answer. This one's interesting. A national figure sent us this one into us, a well-known national figure. I'm retiring in a few months after a long career in the public realm. I still want to stay active and use my skills for helping people and problem solving. Is it possible to become a volunteer at the Sonoma Valley Visitors Center?
Yes, absolutely. And when you're there, you'll know all about Sonoma Valley. There's the multitude. It's perfect.
It's a good place. The volunteers are great. And whether you've got a lifetime in the mortgage industry, or you were a police officer, or you were a teacher, maybe you were a politician for 40 years on the national stage and you're retiring, you could be a volunteer at the Sonoma Valley Visitors Center and actually answer these kind of questions.
Perfect.
Sean, you're amazing. You got it there. I heard somewhere that travelers could bring wine onto their Southwest Airlines flight from San Francisco or Oakland as their carry-on. I'm planning on visiting in September, and I want to visit the winery, so can I bring wine as a carry-on on Southwest Airlines?
I'm going to have to put I don't think so, Tim. I
Yeah.
just don't think so. That's got to go in the luggage. Sorry about that, team. And I love Southwest because we have that same warrior spirit. Like, look,
And no assigned seating yet.
Well, we actually do. That's a weight. We do weight and balance
distribution. Right.
We do.
That,
we like that balloon to fly nice and level. So we will, kind of position people.
Right.
But they don't actually know that. We
until
just kind of say,
you
come
get in
on
there.
over.
Yeah.
We don't really.
You're like, Joey, you look great. Stand right here.
Perfect. Welcome aboard.
So you're right. You cannot do carry-on wine, I think, anywhere in the United States because it's more than 3 ounces.
Correct.
And you should never buy just 3 ounces of wine. You should buy 750 ml or more.
At least.
I just did ounces in metric. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
However, this is where kind of the confusion is. Many airlines flying out of Sonoma County Airport, it's called Charles M. Schultz Sonoma County Airport, STS. Less stress, fly STS. Many of those airlines will allow you to take a case of wine on as luggage for free. So it's not included against your luggage allotment. And so Alaska Airlines does that, sometimes American, sometimes Avelo. So just ask. But Southwest, no airline will allow you to do carry-on wine. No. Right. But some you can buy wine on the plane.
Right.
Right. So
and if you're in certain airports, you can get it in the duty-free shops, and then you're inside. They will still store it because you're not drinking your own wine on
right. And you got to fly international duty-free. Right. Right. So here's one. We are visiting from Santa Cruz. Well, welcome. We used to come up here 30 years ago.
Wow.
And just wander around and stop at wineries along the way. Can we still do that, or are all the wineries on the Plaza now?
Well, I'd still go to the wineries on the Plaza, Tim, but you can actually wander around, and we have a lot of great friends, that we partner with, and because after you've had enough beautiful wine, it's time to go fly a hot air balloon.
Well, that's good. Yeah, there you go. But not immediately. It waits the next day. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Or fly early and then
and they go there. Right. I'm just trying to protect us from the rules here. Yeah. Okay. You're right. So you can actually, the wineries that were there 30 years ago in the vineyards, they're still there.
Yep.
They're still there. So you can absolutely explore and wander the valley. You can also go to the Sonoma Plaza. I hear there's a tasting pass, and go to those tasting rooms. As a matter of fact, if you book Sonoma Ballooning, you'll see all the wineries you can visit later.
Absolutely.
Right. You can see the Carneros and stuff right there. You'll visit them. Okay. So yeah, come back up from Santa Cruz. It's a good spot. Question we got just today, right before I got here. We're here from Scotland, and we need to get from the Plaza back to the Springs, the area just north of Sonoma. But my husband is taking our car for the day. Is there a way to get from the Plaza to the Springs without a car?
From the Plaza to the Springs without a car.
So up by just past McDonald's, Vasperano. So it's not far away. Is there a way to do it?
Wow. You might have me there. I mean, we could fly you there in the hot air balloon, but, I don't know, Tim. What are you
putting a rope ladder down? You're like, okay, there's McDonald's, there's Taco Bell. That's your stuff.
Oh, not the Sonoma trolley.
No. Well, so trolley is fantastic, and that's a great way to do it. But you are so spot on. There's actually a free bus. It's bus line 32, and it's called the Sonoma Shuttle, which is a great idea. Yes. And there's a north loop and a south loop, and it comes to the Plaza, and the north loop goes to the Springs, and it hits all the things up there. It goes right past the Fairmont, goes past Sonoma Eats, goes past La Michoacana, my favorite Mexican ice cream shop. Get the strawberries and cream paleta. It's fantastic. And there's a little loop. And then the south one goes down by Temelec. So it doesn't go all the way to Sonoma Sky Park, but it goes all the way down southern part of Sonoma in a neat little loop. So, yeah, that's free. Beautiful. It's easy. And the woman was so funny. And she had this very thick Scottish accent. I'm not even going to try to do it. But she says, but I'm not from here. I have to pay. I'm not a pensioner. I said, no, it's free for everybody.
Right.
And she goes, this is the most wonderful place ever. She goes, you have wine and a free bus.
Perfect.
Like, I guess so. It knocks everything off. So that's a good one. Final question we got. And someone filled out a form on our website, and they were asking this. I am looking for a winery to sightsee by my own car. Like, I'll get myself there. But I don't want to taste. I'm the driver. But all I want to do is walk in the grapevines and take some photos and see something beautiful. Can I do that?
Sure. I mean, that's what we're here for. You go see that winery. You can pick any winery and tell them, I want to go and see the photos. I mean, we have great friends all up and down Sonoma Valley.
Yeah. And they'll, most of the time, if you just go in and check in at the tasting room and say, I just want to take a photo of the vineyard, they'll be like, okay. Now, I do want to caution, don't walk into any vineyard, because some aren't wineries. Some are just farmers. Not just farmers. They're farmers. But they're not open to the public. And they might not have the insurance to have people on their property.
Right.
But you can walk. St. Francis Winery is a beautiful winery. It's in the northern part of Sonoma Valley. They do have a vineyard walk. You can take a little stroll in their vineyard, and it explains how they're growing stuff. Mm-hmm. And Loxton Cellars, which is up by Kenwood, he often will have people at the crush pad. And you don't have to taste wine. You could just say, I'm interested in this and I want to take a photo.
Exactly.
Right. But you're right. Just
they
go
love
ask.
photos. Ask is the key. Because Sonoma Valley, we're very friendly. And that's how we always ask. Right. And usually I get dispatched, a guest relations guy. Hey, Sean, go talk to somebody. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Hey, everybody.
It's like, how you doing? How you doing? Hi. And we do. I mean, Tim, we have, we take maps, we take names, numbers, because it's all about respect. And that's the same thing you said. If you ask, you're showing respect. Right. Because the grape industry, the wine industry, it's a lot of work. It is. And it takes a lot of energy and time. And so you may not know what you're walking into, but if you ask,
correct,
you're going to be welcome.
Sean, you had a great point there, especially as we get into harvest. People often don't understand there's a lot of machinery that is a farm. There's tractors, there's hardworking men and women harvesting things with sharp implements. So don't just run out there at that moment and just get in their faces and stuff, but go in and ask if you can do it. And they'll usually say, sure, go over here, but we're picking over there, so avoid that.
Right.
Or we're bringing stuff into the crush pad, stand right here and you can watch it. Exactly. And that's fun, right?
It's so much fun.
That's the way it is. Sean, have you been to the Broadway in Sonoma yet, the new performances that are doing?
No, but one of my daughters is an actor, so
really?
I'm going to tell her, yes.
Oh, I'm going to give it to her now. They're doing their shows. Transcendence Theater Company is doing their shows this weekend. They're also doing it next month and the month after. So they do 4 shows. They do like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday show. They do it just north of the Plaza in the Field of Dreams. And it's beautiful. And the theme right now is 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, rock and roll and musical review. And they have different themes. So it's kind of cool. It's happening right now. So you're one of your kids as an actor.
Yes. She's
here in Sonoma? Or?
Well, no, she actually was in Los Angeles, went to...
I hear there's actors in Los Angeles. Like that's some sort of trend or something.
It is. The Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts. And so...
Really?
But acting, it's a little staccatic, right? So and there's a few actors around. Unlike hot air balloon companies,
well, there's only one.
There is only one.
And is your child finding some work as an actor, or kind of?
She is. But she's actually a tap dancer. So tap dancers are that kind of very specialized, right? Ballet is beautiful, and there's a lot of ballet. Right. Tap is more so. It's a balance between you want to be a performer and she's also a tap teacher.
Oh, that's great.
So, but then you need time off, but you need somebody to sub for your classes.
Is she teaching down in L.A.?
She's now back in San Diego way. So.
Can we plug her tap dance classes?
Well, she's all over Northern California.
Okay,
but if you need a tap, you just go to Northern San Diego County and you'll find her.
She's the queen of Northern San Diego County tap dance. That's the answer there.